Greetings, my name is Desiree Cotton and I am from Miami, Florida. I was born and raised in Opelika to two young parents. Now, some would think that this is a bad thing, but honestly, the only bad thing about it was that I was the experiment child for my parents. I was the one that they got to try out all their first time parenting skills on. And when they realized their skills wasn't so up to date, they sent me to live with my grandma. Growing up with my grandma, she was basically the experience. My mom was the fun one, and my dad was the provider. My grandma played such a big role in my life because without her, I don't know what type of young lady I would be today. Living in Miami and trying to raise a little girl in that city isn't the easiest thing to do, but my grandma made it look so easy. There is so much crime and poverty in the many neighborhoods that surrounded us, but I never had that to worry about. She made sure that I had a home cooked meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I never went without anything, whether it was a want or a need, and all of the bills were always paid. And even if she was struggling with something, she never made it known, and she just handled it. My grandmother also taught me to always chase my dreams, and that there is nothing under the sun that I can't do if I set my mind to it and work hard. Watching her from such a young age and how she always took care of others and made sure they were good before herself inspired me to want to do the same. I think this is when I had my first aspiration to become a nurse. She was really good with children. There were always a few at our house, so I was always around them a lot, and this made me, because she would always babysit them. And with me being around them all the time, it made me want to be a baby nurse as I thought of it when I was younger. As I got older and started to learn more and more about the profession that I had set for myself at such a young age, I realized that I just didn't want to be a regular nurse. I realized I wanted to be the one calling the shots and doing all the action. That's when I knew I wanted to be an obstetrician later on in life. I knew that that was the profession for me. When I graduated college, I knew that when I graduated college, I wanted to graduate with an RN degree and become a neonatal nurse. And then in the next 10 years, I knew I wanted to be an obstetrician. My grandmother totally and fully supported all of my dreams and told me to go for it, and I did just as she said. I started listening more and more to her advice, and I found myself in better situations and having more opportunities. That woman was just amazing. It was like she had knew everything that I needed for her to answer. Like she lived my life already before me. When it was time for me to get ready to go to college, my grandmother passed 2 days before my audition for my scholarship in the band at Bethune-Cookman University. I noticed that when it was time for me to do my audition, I wasn't so sad and emotionally wrecked as I thought I would be. I just felt really peaceful and relaxed while doing my audition. I knew this just had to be her spirit that was over me, during that time. After auditioning and becoming a part of the Wildcat family, I found myself being faced with some obstacles and trials that I had to now figure out on my own as I went through my college life without, the guidance of my grandma. However, I am making it slowly but surely. I am now a senior and I am going through the nursing program almost without a hitch. I know that I am making my mommy, my grandma, and the rest of my family very, very proud because I am reaching places that they only imagined to. So with that being said, I want everyone to cherish the ones that are around them now. Enjoy all the support that they give you and that they have for you because when they're gone, it's never the same. And just make sure you take full advantage of the wise ones that are in your family and the elder ones that have come before you. Thank you.